Last week was minus 20. It was like 2 feet of snow in the ground, melting fast. Gotta take the Jeep down to Okotoks, because that's the nearest place I can go to get my iPhone serviced. Because right now, I've been resorting to going back to using my iPhone XR, and it's pretty poverty. Alright, let's listen to the sound of the V8. Fuel pressure must have bled off overnight. Just at my destination, but they don't open up until 10, so I just gotta hang out. So the phone is dropped off. I got the extra warranty, Apple Care. And which really doesn't make sense to me is that they're replacing all the guts, but just reusing the screen and the outside shell, which absolutely makes no sense. Like, why not just give me a new phone instead of just replace all the internals but use the old shell? Makes no sense to me. But without Apple Care warranty, said it would have been like an $800 fix. Go figure. All right, let's get rid of these winter tires. Also want to check the AC pressure while I'm at it. A little while ago I purchased this AC kit. I got a vacuum pump down there just in case I need it. I just got it set up because this uses the new coolant, the R1234YF. Get the special connections and double check right there. So I'm gonna start it up. These are all closed, and I'm gonna start it up and see what kind of pressures we have. Maximum AC. Definitely on the low side. I'll have to buy some to top it up. One way you could tell if your AC is low, you can hear that hissing noise. And I started hearing that over the winter time. So that's how I knew. This is all for the B-roll people. This is the last tire to change out. I'm telling you, this air jack is probably the best thing since sliced bread. A little bit of modifications, put a Schrader valve on it. It does fill up a little bit slower, which is good because I like a little bit more controlled. And then plus, I can disconnect the air line and don't have to worry about air leakage. If anybody's asking, these are not summer tires, they're mud and snow tires, which I typically could have ran on them all winter. However, I wanted dedicated winter tires, and these ones are studded, and these are the Continental Ice Contact XTRM, and I highly recommend them. These things were kick-ass. One thing else I'm going to say too, this Cherokee has been an absolutely amazing winter driving vehicle. All conditions, snow, ice, those studded winter tires, the all-wheel drive system. You cannot ask for a better vehicle. I did not drive any of my built Jeeps all this winter when it was shitty out because the Cherokee outperformed them in every aspect. You have no idea how amazing these things are. If you're gonna buy a Cherokee, if you ever think about it, spend the extra money, get the Trailhawk package. Don't look at any others. Trailhawk or nothing. Yeah, so twice a year when I move the tires on this thing, Want to inspect the CV joints. Look for any damage. I've already looked. I need to do the front brakes before my trip. Struts, oh, looks okay. Yeah, I want to do transmission flush 2 before my trip. In case you guys remember, I had to buy hub spacers, or hub centric rings, to fit my new rims. Otherwise I'm gonna have a vibration. Just gonna snug it up and just put the impact on number 2. And it just kind of snugs them up, but doesn't snug them up past the torque value. And then torque them up right away. Get out the old Pro Point torque wrench. Torque everything down to 110 foot-pounds. Yeah, I really like this torque wrench. It has a real good feel to it. Get these wheels torqued down. Then I gotta take the TJ to Princess Auto. You get an AC recharge kit, and I'll heat up the garage to like 18 degrees so I can refill it properly. And then later on I gotta figure out where the leak is. What's the number one rule after using a torque wrench? Always back it off to 0. And also, if you have aftermarket rims, you probably need different lug nuts as well. So if you're bouncing back and forth, make sure you have different ones, because it's all about the cone, depending on what kind of lug nut style you got. I just got to program them, so I'm going to go position relearn. And because I just put them wherever and not worry about position, because I just reprogram them right into ECU. Alright, it says successful. Furnace is on. Heat up the garage about 19 degrees, so it's nice and warm to recharge the AC. Now I'll run down to Princess Auto, get some stuff. There we are, good old Princess Auto. Go inside now, see what they got. So they've managed to have one kit that I needed, which is good. And I also picked up a shovel as well. Well, it's gonna be the moment of truth. Here's the can right here. Reusable trigger. 1234 YF replacement. $60 from Princess Auto. Gonna read the instructions over and get this thing started. I'm just shaking her up. HVAC is so slow. Maximum AC. Interesting, it says I'm in the green or blue. Oh, it's going down. She's going down now. Gonna give her a shot. So I'm just starting to show in the blue now. The AC is definitely starting to feel cool now. So what are my thoughts? This actually worked extremely well. Brought my AC back up. It's nice and cold now. I don't even think I even used half the can. I was just on the very minimum line, like just between the green and blue. Not enough to keep it cool, but yeah, I definitely got it cool now. Like I said, I got a small leak somewhere, but for right now, I'm just going to keep topping it up. See how long it lasts. And it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's starting to get cloudy now. You can see the grass is turning green. Snow's pretty much all gone. That is until tomorrow. Yeah, shut her down. Come tomorrow. More snow. Which is not what we need. Shit's gotta go. It's gotta go already. In other positive news, I finally got my iPhone back. Apple Care warranty covered it. Now also I'm going to finish this off. I'm going to cut these off and then grind them down smooth. And I'm not going to say a fun fact, but an interesting tale about this harness brace or whatever it is for the TJ is the story behind it. So I've had that for probably 5 years. 5-6 years. And the story behind that is that it used to belong to a guy in Cherokee who used to do a lot of backcountry camping and towed his Jeep and did a lot of wheeling and stuff. I never met the guy, but he was murdered on his street by another neighbor over whatever, I don't know, but someone who I used to date years ago who lived on the street after the fact when they're cleaning out the house and getting rid of things. She said, well, you have a TJ, and would you be interested in this part? And that's how I became about it. And I was actually going to use that for another project that never came to, but now it actually has a purpose. Yeah, and to this day I never found out why he was murdered or what the story was. Yeah, but let's cut those off and get that dealt with. Just got MJ's Jeep in here, just checking her over. She said she heard her brakes squealing in the rear and figured they needed to be replaced, so just doing an inspection. Remember when I showed you the nice weather and said it was gonna get shitty again? Oh yeah, shut her down. Shut her down. We're back to winter. Coming back here, MJ's Jeep. Just had a look. Brake pads, lots of pad left. No need to replace. Check the slide pins. Make sure the slide pins are still movable and they're not seized up, so that's a good sign. Sprayed some brake cleaner on the pads, spread them open. Sprayed in there, cleaned them out a little bit. There's quite a bit of crap that came out, but maybe that's causing the squeaking. Got the other side apart here. And what I'm looking at compared to the other side is that I want to make sure that both sides had about the same amount of pad. Not only both sides of the brake pads here, but on the opposite side of the vehicle as well. Because that would tell me if the caliper's sticking or not. The slide pins, of course, they are still in good shape. They're not seized up because a seized slide pin would lead to one brake side wearing more than the other. But everything's looking good. I did spray this one down with brake clean, and a bunch of shit came out. And we'll spread the pad, spray in there. She said she had some noise, but I don't see anything wrong with her brakes. So I'm going to reassemble everything and torque everything down. Yeah, so next week I'm going to be taking the trailer out, towing it with the TJ. So I need to finish off my things here. Alright, sound of the V8. Beautiful. Good thing is the snow isn't sticking around. And probably by tomorrow it'll be gone. Just gotta move the TJ so I can get MJ's Jeep out. then I can finish off all the mods to this. Just did some e-brake testing. Make sure that the rear brakes work good. Yeah, they work amazing. Now to bring the TJ back in. Now that I got the TJ inside, I gotta adjust this tablet mount because this one here that I've had on my TJ for probably a decade has worked well, except when I upgraded the tablet, it is no longer the same size, so I bought this one here that will stretch out and fit. As you can see, the base looks like it's the same, but the end pieces are longer, which is the reason why it's going to work with the new setup. New RAM mount, as you can see, spreads way out for the new tablet. Just getting that bar put in within 0.10 of a degree. Bars mounted, got my high lift jack. This is my mount. We're going to fit her all up now. There it is. Finally, after like 5+ years, I got the bar installed with the high lift jack, and I moved it slightly down at an angle so nothing's protruding. That might cause a problem in case you get into a bad accident. Test will tell. I got those clamps tightened down pretty tight. We'll see if they shift while I'm driving. Yeah, that's it. Alright, shut her down. Do you know what time it is? It's motherfucking beer time, and I focus. Got a greasy old Pilsner to drink. And, yeah, this one here's got a bunch of shit all over it. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know. Shut her down. Shut her down. Cleaned her up. Definitely not going in for the taint today, if you know what I'm saying. Alright. Motherfucking beer time. I think this brew's getting kind of old. It's been sitting in the fridge for a while. Kind of tastes like ass. Ugh, fuck me. This is gross. Something's wrong. Anyways. Enough of that bullshit. It is time to shut her down for another weekend. And this baby's ready to start heading out camping right away. Had a look at the trailer today. It's looking good. Gonna be ready to pull it out. But anyways, want to thank you guys for watching this. I don't know, just a bunch of crap that was put together to create a video. And I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, everybody.